Guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now, today is Monday, the 6th of October. We're well and truly in October, or I should say Uptober. Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, which is crazy. Analysts now predicting there's going to be between 10 to $20 billion coming into XRP once these ETFs gain approval. We've got Morgan Stanley recommending conservative crypto allocation for some portfolios, which is crazy. Going to go over, of course, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. I'm actually going to set up an XRP grid bot on this video, so pay attention. There's a lot to go through today. And yes, I'm absolutely exhausted. Yesterday was actually a really nice day in Melbourne, being Sunday. I spent all day in the garden. I love doing my gardening. It relaxes me. And I can honestly say I did all of the mulch in the backyard, preparing it for summer. And I'm exhausted. My body is aching. This is what happens when you get to 37 years old, right? Let me know if it happens to you guys and what your remedies are. But I do have my espresso. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see on the screen, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come on this incredible journey. It's been insane so far and we're just getting started. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and, of course, any other investment. So please be careful out there. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. Yes, I'm having another sip of the coffee. And honestly, guys, my body's killing me today. It's wild. I'm not going to go too much into the community tab. We're going to go straight to CoinMarketCap today. $4.22 trillion, which is wild. That maintained, 4.1 to 4.19 over the weekend in total market cap. I honestly believe we will see the total crypto market cap absolutely skyrocket once all of these ETFs get approved. It's going to be crazy. $197 billion in volume, 61 out of 100 on the altcoin season index. We are sitting at 59, which is neutral. What is mind-blowing is the fact that on the 3rd of October, last week on Friday, there was $1.2 billion of inflows into the ETFs. Gosh, we had a total of $1 billion on the 29th of September. We had $557 million on the 30th of September, $756 million on the 1st of October. The 2nd of October had $931 million in the ETFs on the 2nd of October and $1.2 billion on the 3rd. Think about that for a moment, guys. Honestly, the amount of capital that's coming into this space is just insane. Top gainers in my portfolio, I share this up in the Wall Street Bull University. Thank you for those of you that have joined that, by the way, and have maintained that for 4.5 years now. Thank you so much. The link is below if you want to join that. Nexra is a top gainer in my portfolio. Digibyte, Ubix Network, Constellation DAG, Stellar, and MetaHero are the top gainers in the last 24 hours. In terms of market cap, Bitcoin is trading at $124,000 US. Ethereum sitting at $4,500 US. XRP still insanely undervalued at $2.97. My opinion, and yes, it's just my opinion, I don't believe we will see this price for very long. Okay, it's been like this for a few months now. It's done incredibly well this year. However, once these 16 ETFs get approved in the next week, or I guess 2 weeks, I don't believe we will see these prices again. And mark my words, after what I've seen with Bitcoin and Ethereum and You know, once these ETFs were approved, it's going to get wild. And I mean, it's a different landscape as opposed to 4 years ago when I started, you know, doing crypto videos on this channel. And of course, when I first got into Bitcoin in 2016, people need to understand this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not going to be around for long. I suspect, and what my gut is telling me and what my research every single day, I believe there's going to be about 2 to 3 years this opportunity is going to be around for. So do with that what you will, okay? Anyway, we've got Solana at 231, Dogecoin at 25 cents, Cardano's at 84 cents, Chainlink $21, Sui's at $3.57, Stella's at 40 cents, Hedera 21 cents, Litecoin $119, Shiba Inu's up 4.5. I'm still holding that. Polkadot's $4.14. XDC still undervalued at 7 cents. Quant is at 101. By the way, Quant has less of a supply than Bitcoin, which is fascinating. Anyway, my spot crypto exchange earn curve. Thank you so much to all of you that have signed up and registered in KYC'd. Those of you that are trading on the platform, it's incredible. I hope you're seeing some green in your OctoBots as well. Currently sitting at 661 registered users, which is amazing. A lot of you have KYC'd. If you do, I will apply a 10% discount to your trading. All right, and that's just to say thank you. That would be the cheapest rates literally anywhere on the planet. I know a lot of the other Australian crypto platforms have either 1% maker and taker fees, 0.6% maker taker fees. I've got well below that, right? So let that one sink in for a moment. You can go check it on EarnCurve yourself. Now, I am going to be setting up, of course, a grid bot on EarnCurve, all right? Just to let everyone know. So once you've done all of your setup with OctoBot, and again, if you want to get the video, come over to my YouTube channel, locate this video right here. I'll link it above. The Multi-Bot's Finally Alive video. Go watch that and it'll guide you all the way on how to set all of this up. Now, again, I've got some available capital. I am going to start just to make sure that I haven't got one activated at the moment, just to show you guys how easy this is. So I'm running one on BNB, which is in profit, Solana, Top Coins Accelerator, Litecoin, Stellar Lumens is up 5.2%, Dogecoin is up 3.8%. My AVAX one, I might need to tweak that one because I played around with it with the artificial intelligence. Bitcoin is up 3.25% and Ethereum. So coming over to the strategies, really simple. Let's go down to EarnCurve on OctoBot. And by the way, all of the links are below for this. You can set that up. It's really straightforward and use the discount code. The XRP Navigator bot, I'm going to click this. The minimum investment is 100 USDT, which again, you can put as much as you like, but the minimum is 100. And the reason being is because it requires capital to place those orders on the grid for you. Now, again, I'm going to show you here. I mean, the last week it's up 0.65, 6% in the last month, 15.04 in the last 6 months, which is just nuts. And of course, it is trading right here. Creates a trailing grid strategy on 32 orders with a spread of 0.12 and 0.08. Now, I'm going to start this now on, again, one account, just to let everyone know. So I'm going to go Real Funds. I'm going to select this one, which has all of my bots on it. Let's just click this right now. Having a sip of the coffee. Sometimes this takes a while to connect to the exchange, but that's okay. Let me just here we go. There you go. So there's currently 208 USDT in my portfolio. You can also select the coins. I do have some XRP in there as well. So you can use both, or of course, if you just want to use USDT, that's up to you. So I'm going to select all of this, the whole lot. I'm going to start the OctoBot, and I do have my XRP grid right here. And of course, you can see the exchange on EarnCurve. Let me just go here. It's creating it. So then if you come back down here, it will create the orders. Just wait for a moment. Let me just boost up the volume here so we can hear it. There you go. There we go. It is trading for me. As you can see, the XRP Navigator bot placing those buying and selling orders. And this is going to go a lot higher. A hell of a lot higher than what it is now. And it's already hitting that $4 price tag, $4.20, as you can see. And if the price dips to $2.40 right there, 32 orders are being placed on EarnCurve as we speak. There you go. So 32 orders are now open and it's still going. I'm going to let this run because, again, this has got trailing up, meaning if the market increases and, of course, XRP goes parabolic, the bot will capture that fully automatically for you. Coming back over to OctoBot, as you can see, let's just wait for this to finish up here and you'll be able to see the bot automatically with artificial intelligence maintaining this bot for me. And this is what I love about this and how simple and easy it is. There you go. View my bot. Bang. I'm not going to touch this now. I'm going to leave it because in the next couple of weeks, things are going to get pretty crazy with this. All right. So I'm going to let this run. I'm checking the spread between orders. It's maintaining this for me completely automatic. So go set up your OctoBots now because there's a lot coming in crypto. Honestly, all of the links are below. Any questions, email me here at earncurveinvest.com. All right. Now, moving on. That is bullish. I've got that set up. I'm happy about that. We do have analysts see a 10 to $20 billion of inflows in the next months if XRP ETFs come through, which is enormous. The word on the street is getting loud. If XRP ETFs get clear, approval clears, we could see 10 to $20 billion flooding into XRP over the next year, which I think we're going to see a lot more than that. That's not a whisper, it's a full-on roar. Let's break it down on how this could unfold. XRP has always flirted with institutional interest, but has introduced this spot XRP ETFs and what could turn into a tidal wave. Right now, multiple applications are pending and analysts are running models that put first year of net inflows in the ballpark of 10 to $20 billion. That's based on futures activity hitting new highs and historical flows from Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs as parallels. Once the ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum got approved, that went crazy. And if those capital inflows surrounding XRP ETF hit, it won't just be a price pump, it could fundamentally change XRP's liquidity dynamics. Instead of relying solely on crypto native traders, XRP could attract traditional finance players, pension funds, 401k money entering through XRP ETFs. That's when the game changes. But a word to wise, this isn't guaranteed. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but I know for a fact this is what's coming for XRP. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Let's assume that the flows materialize. If 10 to $20 billion floods into XRP circulating, supply would tighten. Bid pressure would kick in and the price targets of $4 to $4.50 suddenly don't look wild. As of now, XRP trades at $3 range. So that's strong 30 to 50% upside. The analysts are eyeballing right now, which can happen. It can happen. It can go a lot higher than that. Once all of them, there was 30 additional ETFs that were applied for last week. James Seaford put that up. So let's wait and see what happens. But I've got my bots ready to capture that, okay? Now, Billions returns to the US crypto ETFs as it hits a new all-time high, which is just crazy to think about that. And the surge pushed Bitcoin to a record high, about 125,000 US dollars, supported by increased trading volumes and rotation back into digital assets. The world is waking up. We also have Morgan Stanley recommending conservative crypto allocation. Conservative. I love how they just say conservative, just a little bit, until that goes crazy. Financial services giant Morgan Stanley issued guidelines for crypto allocations in multi-asset portfolios, recommending a conservative approach in October. Global Investment Committee GIC report to investment advisors. Analysts at Morgan Stanley recommended up to 4% allocation for cryptocurrencies and opportunistic growth portfolios, which is structured for higher risk and higher returns. The analysts also recommended up to 2% allocation for balanced growth portfolios, featuring a more moderate risk portfolio. So this is all the institutions now are going to be allocating to cryptocurrencies. Think about that. However, the report recommended a 0% allocation for portfolios orientated towards wealth preservation and income, which is interesting. While the emerging asset class has experienced outsized total returns and declining volatility over recent years, cryptocurrency could experience a more elevated volatility and higher correlations with other asset classes in periods of macro and market stress. There you go. It calls Bitcoin digital gold. There you go. And yes, it did hit a new all-time high. Coming over to X, ladies and gents, Eric Balchunas, Bitcoin has hit all-time highs last night after the ETFs went wild last week with $3.3 billion in a week. Crazy. Have a listen to Michael Saylor.
Emerge as a creditor nation in a matter of a decade. It's also a way for us to ensure that we're the economic leaders in cyberspace and the digital economy for the next 100 years. And if we do that, every one of our allies will follow us, and then all of our enemies will end up having to buy into the network once it passes 10 or 20 million a coin, and they will enrich us. And there's only room for one nation
10 to 20 million dollars per coin. Wild. Have a listen to this. This is Tyler Winklevoss and the Winklevoss brothers from Gemini, I believe it is. Have a listen to this.
In 2015, in October, so almost 10 years ago today, and I think the price of Bitcoin was $380. And so we've come a long way, but we also think it's still very much the bottom of the first inning, because we see Bitcoin trading at $1 million a Bitcoin if it disrupts gold. And we think Bitcoin is gold 2.0. And I think we said the same exact thing to you about 10 years ago today. So
$1 million per coin, that's USD. Gold has hit a new all-time high, I should say, which is mind-blowing. $3,900 for gold an ounce. Wow. Eric Balchunas, the new high for Bitcoin on Bloomberg Terminal. For those of you who don't know, Bloomberg Terminal, it costs like $20,000 a year just to have access to this, which is crazy. So thank you, James Seifert and Eric Balchunas. Nate Garasi right here. Spot Bitcoin ETFs took $3.2 billion last week, the second best inflow week ever. Now $25 billion of inflows for the year. Also crossed over $60 billion of inflows since launching in January 2024. Please understand what's coming in this space. Tom Lee, we will see a huge market rally. That is why I've got the spot Bitcoin and XRP and Cardano and Solana bots trading on EarnCurve. Go do that now. And yes, we could see $2 to $3 billion day one from the XRP spot ETF. This is Paul Barron. Have a listen to this.
In excess of $5 billion in a month for XRP, you feel is underreported.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's a very safe bet, in my opinion. I certainly think that. I mean, let's go kind of back in time when we launched Bitcoin futures when I was with another firm. Mm-hmm. The first day there was over $1 billion in inflows, which made it the at the time one of the top 10 of all time.
Yeah. Second
Bitcoin futures ETF to launch was still like number 14 of all time at 100 million. So, and that's just day one. So if you think what Bitcoin futures did, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if XRP outperforms what Bitcoin futures did. It's not going to have the same level as Bitcoin, obviously, right. But if it was $1 billion in one day, I mean, I think XRP does 2 or 3 billion day one.
Do I need to say anything more? Wake up. Anyway, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. We also have, ending on this, Ripple National Trust Bank. The OCC banking charter application is live for Ripple. It's just crazy. And historically, Q4, we're in the end quarter of the year. It could be a very beautiful Christmas for all of us, which I can't wait for, because it's been a very challenging and tough year for all of us around the world. And Q4 has historically been ridiculous for crypto. So let's see what happens in 2025. Already it's, the 6th of October and things are just getting ridiculous. It's just wild. I can't wait to see what happens in December, bulls. I really can't. Anyway, make sure you go sign up on EarnCurve. Set up your trading bots, KYC, driver's license, passport, or government-issued ID, and a utility bill. Take a photo of yourself holding it. Once you upload that, I will approve it, and of course, apply a 10% discount to your trading fees. And just to show you guys what I'm talking about with this, if you come to your, again, the balance, and you come to your summary right here of trading fees, just to let everyone know, right? View limits and fees. The fees right here are 0.01 maker trading fees and 0.03 taker trading fees. These are the lowest fees in the country. And just to say to everybody, it has been extremely challenging to get this up and running. And again, I just wanted to say thank you by keeping it very, very low in fees. But honestly, big things are coming in this space, and it's just to say thank you. So again, you can see there 10% discount has been applied. Make sure you do that. All right. Anyway, stay bullish. Any questions, email me at EarnCurveInvest. Follow me on social media. Please be careful of fake accounts on TikTok, Instagram, X. All the official links are below. Stay bullish, guys. Have a coffee because I'm exhausted. Hopefully, we're going to have a beautiful Christmas, and would love to celebrate with all of you around the world. All right, take care of yourselves, guys. Peace out. Bye.